This is my survival island, and this is what it looks like after 400 days in hardcore mode. 500 days is a monumental chapter. We make some serious upgrades, including multiple farms, epic builds, and even a diamond beacon. But as you can see, the last 100 days took its toll on my tools and armor, so I'm gonna head into the Nether day one to grab some XP and put that mending to good use. I just had a complete brain fart and forgot how to jump. It's kind of embarrassing. I have like no fireworks left either. I had spent more than enough time in the Nether and all of my tools were pretty much repaired, so I decided to head back and make some more fireworks. I had a look at my sugarcane farm and realized I may have sugarcane, but I have like 0 gunpowder. So I headed underground to start collecting resources to construct a creeper farm. Now they're pretty simple to make, but being on an island, collecting resources is kind of difficult, plus other things involved. But I need that gunpowder. So I headed underground and started getting to work as fast as possible. I started collecting. Wait a minute. Much better. Now, let's get to work. Hey, diamonds, let's go. I spent the next few days collecting wood and all the other resources I needed, grabbed some sleep, and then the next day got to work finally building the creeper farm. Yo, the view from up here is wild. Okay, so you throw down a couple of chests, cover them with hoppers, then smother them with campfires to kill the creepers, and then the next step is to create a tunnel system in which the creepers will fall down to their doom. Now that the foundations were finished, it was time to work on the inside of the farm. I used trapdoors and slabs to ensure nothing but creepers would spawn. And we're done. I just used slabs on the roof to make sure nothing spawns, then jumped off and crossed my fingers that it would work. Oh my god, it's so ugly. Look at it. Hopefully this thing works. Spent enough time building. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Thankfully, the creeper farm was working, so I decided to leave it for a few days, then check back and see how much gunpowder it had collected. And oh boy, were we in luck. Stacks and stacks of gunpowder. So you're probably wondering, why the obsession with fireworks? You have nowhere to be, Coffee. You can chill out on your island. Well, you're wrong. Okay, I have plenty to do and only 100 days to do it. My next task is to build an XP farm, and the stronghold is very far away from here, so I needed the fireworks and a bunch of other materials which I'll need to construct the XP farm, which I now have. So let's head over and do that. Yep, whilst I was flying over the ocean, I realized I was missing 2 of the crucial ingredients, name tags and wool, so I headed underground to find a mine shaft to get my hand on a name tag, which proved to be quite difficult. I trawled through the maze-like corridors in my hunt for the name tag, but I had literally no luck. The most I did was almost kill this little puppy dog, and whilst I was feeding him chicken, it turns out he's already been tamed. Where did you come from? I'm going insane. Still no sign of a name tag, and I was growing very impatient. Oh look, it's that stuff I really need. Oh, they grow up way too fast. Get it? Because he was small 2 seconds ago? This was like the biggest mine shaft ever, but after loads of time searching, I finally came across a name tag in a chest. Let's go! The next step was to get my hands on some wool, so I headed out with my elytra on my hunt for some sheep. Whilst hunting, I came across today's sponsor, Dragon City. Dragon City is a free-to-play game where you can collect over 1,000 different dragons and build your own dragon empire. Grow food, earn gold, and find gems to grow and personalize your city to advance to new levels. You'll get to grab 2 dragons and breed them together to make a new one, feed them and evolve them, then train them up with new combat moves, so when you're ready you can head into the combat arena and start PvPing against other players, or team up together in an alliance and participate in daily challenges to get your hands on some new chests full of amazing rewards. Complete exciting weekly minigames to claim daily prizes and catch new dragons. You can also get your hands on the Divine Pass to complete extra goals and earn even more rewards. But that's not all. Check out the brand new Walking Dead update. To celebrate the iconic show's return, Dragon City are adding some epic dragons. Use my link or QR code and I'll give you a free starter pack with a bunch of food and gold and the epic zombie nature dragon for free. Back to work. I wasn't too far from my survival island, so I was hoping to squeeze these little dudes into a boat and head home. Oh, this is annoying. It's nighttime and I'm surrounded by mobs. Yeah, say hello to my little friend. The next morning was here, so the sheep and I crammed ourselves into this little boat and headed home ready for the next step. Nice and peaceful. I know, right? I made it back home, led my sheep to this poor excuse for a farm, took some wool, then put down a grass block in hopes that it would spread, grow grass, and he'd eat it and grow some more wool. But this didn't seem to be working. Slight change of plan, I decided to extend the farm just slightly and start working on an automatic wool farm. It's pretty straightforward. You make a small cage for the sheep and then dig underground, make some space to place storage, some rails, minecarts with hoppers, lead the sheep in, and then when it grows the wool, the shears in the dispenser will cut the wool and it'll all lead into the chest. I hope. Any minute now. So the farm worked like a charm and I'd be collecting wool with peace of mind, but we weren't out of the water just yet. I need approximately 2 stacks of carpet to efficiently build the XP farm, and 1 automatic wool farm isn't going to be enough. So I decided to take the time to upgrade the farm for all the animals and add a bunch of sheep farms so I could get as much wool as fast as possible. However, I need a lot more dirt if I'm going to extend this survival island, so I grabbed myself a shulker box and headed out. Oh, I'm gonna have to drain that ocean monument at some point, aren't I? Ugh. Operation Island Extension / farm starts day 421. So, let's get to work and collect some dirt. Wait a minute. Better. Okay, so it's been a couple days and I have stacks and stacks of dirt, but I'm not done yet. I want to collect way more just in case I'm going to need some to extend the island. Okay, so I'm all done. Time to grab the beacon, head home, extend my island, and start working on that sheep farm. Okay, time to collect the finishing touches. Wait a minute. I haven't seen mobs on this island for a long time. I forgot torches. Thought it would be cool if I take all my dogs and kill all the mobs on my island, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt pretty invincible. Okay. Oh, what the? I added some texture and walls to the extension, then got to work on my automatic wool farm. It was kind of annoying because I had phantoms attacking me most of the time, but once it was finished, it was time to head out and grab some more sheep to take home. Oh, I slipped. This took forever and a day to make it back, I swear. That's so creepy. Round day 427, I finally had enough sheep for the farm, so I brightened up the place with a little bone meal and let the little guys in. Now the annoying part. Okay, so it's pretty simple. They climb the ladder, and then they should fall in. I know, you're probably saying, use stairs, Coffee. Well, I want to use ladders, okay? Oh, it's working. It's working. Okay. Now I just need to... How is he not... What? How are you not fitting? You're just floating in midair. Let me try... Oh. Okay, round 2. Simple. You're in. Now I just need to slide in there. Tap. Place. What? Are you serious? Finally, after way too much time, I managed to get the sheep to fit. Is it gonna work? Yes! Oh, let's go! 3 hours later. Okay, so now all of the sheep are in their farms. Now we just have to wait. Day 530 and I was making some decent progress. I left the sheep farms for a couple days just so I had enough wool to make the XP farm. Day 432 and it looks like we have a ton of wool. The automatic wool farm was a complete success as well. I had unlimited amounts of this stuff. We're almost there. I just need to head into my enchantment table room and name my name tag. I'm not going to do anything like beg for subs or anything, you know. I grabbed some paper, gunpowder, made some fireworks, and headed out towards that stronghold. Whoa. Ow. Okay, let's get to work. I found a nice spot, headed down towards the void, grabbed a bunch of leaves, and started building outwards to start working on this XP farm. Okay, now I need to place a bunch of hoppers. So these will catch the ender pearls, and this little contraption will drop them so it doesn't lag my world. Now it's time to head up a couple of blocks and start working on the tunnel system in which the Enderman will drop. I also use a bunch of carpet so Endermen don't spawn. They'll only spawn on the top level. I need to build 13 of these rings, so I'll see you in a second. Now I just need to fill in the top level. This is where the Enderman will spawn. Okay, this is slightly terrifying. I'm placing down some trapdoors so the Enderman will fall, and then I can move on to the next step. Now I just need to build a small cage so I can place a rail, a minecart, and spawn an Endermite so it will draw the Enderman to the middle. Ow. An Endermite finally spawned, so I slapped a name tag on him, squeezed him into the minecart. Then the next step was to dismantle the cage and then sit back and hope the farm works. Okay. I think it's working. farm's all done, so I headed down. Tons and tons of Endermen were spawning and falling down the tunnel. This is dropping so many Ender Pearls. Yo, the amount of XP I'm getting for this is insane. I'm telling you, this did not get old. I spent days cutting down Endermen, watching as my XP bar filled and filled. Take this, you sons of bitch. Ooh, level 100. Success, time to head back. I hope this is gluten-free, otherwise I'm going to drop one in my pants. Next day, I headed over to my potato. Grabbed a bunch of potatoes and baked them up ready for my next task, which you'll find out shortly. But first, we'll need TNT. So I grabbed some gunpowder, headed to my storage castle to see if I had any sand left. And I had barely enough for just a stack. So it's time to head out and get my hands on some more sand. I got to work collecting sand. Wait a minute. Nah, I'm only joking. Wait, why am I drowning? Oh yeah, I'm underwater. I collected a bunch of sand, so now I had finally enough for just about 6 stacks of TNT, which was perfect. I headed back home, grabbed a good night's rest, and then day 441, I headed into the nether. You're probably wondering what I'm doing here, so let me explain. I'm going to use the TNT I have to explode the nether to get some ancient debris to craft some more netherite armor. Then on my way home, I'll kill a bunch of wither skeletons, use their heads to form the wither, kill the wither, get a beacon star, craft a beacon, then build something really cool to store all of it back on the island. Oh, and the deflection. Let's go. I did get a teeny little bit distracted though because I noticed a bastion on my way, so I decided to head over and start exploring it. I cleared the area of mobs and then started exploring the chests and stumbled across some ancient debris. I couldn't believe it. Hey, yo, I hear a lot of piggies. I used my impeccable archery skills to eliminate the piglin, then continued exploring the bastion. Then I was feeling kind of chilly, so I took a dip in the lava. Definitely not an accident. I had no idea why I was so scared of bastions. I was flying through this thing like there was no tomorrow. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, this was just too easy, bro. I wasn't stressing. I had quite enough of the bastion now, so I decided to head out and try and find a good spot to start exploding the nether. And on my way, I did come across a fortress. I killed a couple of wither skeletons in there, but they didn't drop any skulls. And to be honest, this entire fortress seemed pretty dead. So I decided to ditch it and continue my hunt. Oh, wow. Okay, this is like the worst place to land. And I can't jump. Okay. Oh, I'm good. I found these guys making a 5-minute crafts video with string, broke it up, and then convinced them to head out with me and kill some hoglins to get some meat. Thank you, you ugly pigs. I departed from my new friends, then concentrated on the task at hand, exploding the nether. I grabbed all the TNT I had crafted and started placing it down, whipped out my flint and steel, and watched the chaos. Spent the next few days obliterating the nether. I was collecting ancient debris left, right, and center. I trudged through tons of netherrack to make space for the TNT. Ooh, nice. I hadn't touched grass for a very, very long time, but it didn't matter because I was getting my hands on tons of ancient debris. I was feeling pretty lucky. Also, I thought I was completely covered in lava. A stupid mistake, but it seemed to be one that could end my life here and now. I couldn't believe it. Somehow I survived the entire ordeal and just sat there burning. Oof, that was a close one. With every explosion, more ancient debris was revealed, so I got to work collecting. One step closer to another set of armor. Again? Are you serious? Drenched by lava again? How do you make the same mistake twice, Coffee? Seriously, just quit, man. I was running out of TNT, so I was using it pretty chaotically to explode the nether. It was a fun few days, and I'm pretty sure I collected enough ancient debris to craft a full set of armor. By the end of the whole ordeal, I had found 37 pieces of ancient debris. Pretty good. On my way home, I stumbled across the biggest fortress ever. Time to grab those wither skeleton heads. I headed in James Bond style. Nothing could... Oh, right. Okay. I got to work killing wither skeletons, but then things got pretty intense, so I decided to take a breather, head out, and then head straight back in. I was ready to fight. This right here is why totems exist. A fatal mistake, but I was resurrected by the totem. I continued my task at hand, taking out wither skeletons, and I finally got my hands on one wither skull. Oh my goodness, look how many wither skeletons have spawned in this one area. Sorry to break up the party, boys. The second wither skeleton head and the third wither skeleton head. Time to get out of here and head back home. Oh, it was nice to be back on the island. 3 wither skeleton heads. Let's go. Okay, I gotta pick these back up now. I grabbed myself another totem, then got to work collecting resources. I grabbed a bunch of wood and stone, and don't forget the resources left over by this monstrosity. I then got started on that cool build I mentioned earlier, but then I ran into a bit of a problem. I'm gonna have to try and drain this thing. I grabbed a bunch of sponges, and then started placing them down. Okay, I'm definitely doing this wrong because it is not draining the water. Come on. Hey, yo, SpongeBob, come on. Do your job, bro. I decided to just fill it in with stone. Ooh, now that is very satisfying. Let's get to work. Was complete. I left space for the netherite armor and of course the giant diamond beacon, and then added some finishing touches. And then whilst the ancient debris was cooking up, I decided to check in on the villagers. Well, it seems everybody's pretty happy with the current situation. Day 453, lightning struck and a bunch of these guys turned up in Civil War. I didn't even have to do a thing. They just killed each other. Then I snuck in and grabbed a horse of my own, which is quite a flex. I've always wanted one of these things, so I stored them inside the castle. I made a bunch of netherite ingots and then headed inside the castle. Ow. But I wasn't going to make the netherite armor just yet. I wanted to finish off the diamond beacon. Now, I did have a little bit of a head start, but I had a long way to go. So I headed into the end and used the XP to repair all of my items. Now I just had to grab myself a shulker box and lay the foundations for the diamonds I'm going to collect. Let's go. Wait a minute. Hey, yo, I recognize them.
I built a small enclosure for the turtle.
Oops. All right, time to head underground, start getting my hands on those diamonds. Should be pretty straightforward. I excessively strip mined through Deep Slate, and it took forever. Hey, yo, what is this? I continued mining until I finally came across a cave. All right, I don't really know what to do here. Oh, is that a baby zombie? That's a baby zombie. Okay, I'm gonna head down and take him out. Okay, 1 down. Oh, and another one. All right, you little fills of killers. Excuse me, Mr. Enderman, have you seen any diamonds around here? No? Okay, so... Oh, there it is. The first one. All right, come to Pappy. And you as well. I don't think you're getting away. With the power of transition, I will eliminate you both. I told you, no one stands between me and Premiere Pro. I was making good progress. I was exploring caves, finding diamonds here and there, and then I just concentrated on strip mining up and down levels in my hunt for diamonds. Yo, what is that? Hey, yo, check out my speed bridging skills. Do I still got it? Not really. Okay. It was day 458 and I was still mining for diamonds. I've seen like 5 mobs in this entire mining trip. Like, have they all just disappeared? Of course the diamond's on the other side of the pit of lava. I was making good progress. Okay, I've never, ever seen this in my entire life. I decided to head out of the caves and back to strip mining, and when I tell you, it was the best thing I did, because I was finding diamonds left, right, and center. Listen to that beautiful twinkle. Oh, it just never gets old, man. I even found some diamonds underwater, which were tricky to get to, but I got there in the end. All right, let's see where we are. All right, couple of stacks, but we still got a long way to go before we can get that beacon. Time to ramp up the speed. Jesus Christ. I had been mining for hours and hours and hours. I only needed a handful of diamonds left. This was it. The final diamond. I'm pretty sure I can build a diamond beacon now. Let me check. Oh, look at that. Like a full shulker of stacks of diamonds. The best thing ever. I headed up top as quickly as I could. Hey, yo, I'm pretty sure that chicken's been there since, like, the first 100 days. It was good to be home. I had spent days and days and days getting all those diamonds. So after a good night's rest, I headed up to the top of the castle and started crafting the full diamond beacon. I was in awe. This thing looked amazing and was a perfect symbol for the amount of hard work I'd put in to finish off the build. But I still had to get a beacon, and for that, I'd have to go and kill the Wither. So I grabbed myself some glowstone, nether wart, and began making potions of strength so I could take on the Wither. I made 3 strength 2 potions, and then the next day headed underground to begin setting up the fight for the Wither. day 490, and this seemed like a pretty good spot. So I turned my shaders on, placed the wither heads down, and then began the battle. Alright, you big ugly three-headed beast. Let's see what you're made of. I started driving bow shots into the base of the wither. Ooh, you do look good with shaders on, I'm not gonna lie. But still, I'm gonna have to take you down. I continued driving bow shots, but then the wither became invincible. So I had to use my sword to do some finishing strikes. And then finally, I defeated him. Whew. You know what? That was pretty easy. I said pretty easy. I said pretty easy. I don't know why I said pretty easy so much. Oh, no, wait a minute. I think I'm lost. I'm actually lost in my own strip mine. I headed back home and crafted the beacon and then placed it down on that mountain of diamonds. The beam burned through cloud and then I placed a diamond in and activated regeneration and resistance. Woohoo! One of our goals completed, a full diamond beacon. Now it was time to craft that other netherite armor and put some of the best enchantments we can get on it. So I headed over to my enchantment church and then started enchanting all of my items. I spent a good couple days doing this and I ended up with protection 4 on pretty much the whole set. This would be perfect backup armor in case the one I'm wearing breaks. Alright, another goal completed. I dedicated the next few days to just finishing touches. I tidied up the old beacon and then placed the remaining diamonds I had. I then started working on touching up my island by building a wall around the entire perimeter. This way it would keep my friends from escaping and mobs from getting in. It was pretty much a win-win situation. I cannot believe the progress I made in just a handful of days. It was time to get a good night's rest. So, whoa. What the? Dude. Get out of my bed, bro. I have no idea how you escaped. I'll deal with you later. Before my time was up, I did want to build some sort of boat or a ship or something in the ocean. So I decided to get to work building a small, comfortable, humble little boat that I could do a bunch of fishing on. Alright, the boat is finished. I just want to hop up here and I just want to finish off the chimney so it looks like the boat has some sort of engine, I don't know. With the boat completed, I whipped out my fishing rod and just spent the whole day fishing. I then got a good night's sleep and then the next day, I wanted to expand my island just slightly. You know, I think I'll turn this into some sort of Zen garden in the next 100 days. Whilst placing the dirt back in the chest, I noticed I had a bunch of name tags. So you guys can comment below what you think I should name some of the animals. I mean, you should name this horse, name this puppy dog, that chicken, this sheep, anything you want. So much accomplished. Extra netherite armor, a gunpowder farm, a fully completed diamond beacon, an XP farm, and a ton more on my island. It's hard to believe I started with just a small patch of dirt. Man, I've had so much fun making this 100 days for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. My name's CFG. Peace. Thank you so much to Dragon City for sponsoring the video. Don't forget to click that link in the description to get your hands on the starter pack and also those epic new Walking Dead dragons. Peace.